Okay, folks, where am I? Where am I? I was about to start with the thank yous for the week. As I said before, it's been a bit of an anticlimactic week. The rush from all of the influx, the mass influx of new subscribers from the interview from Barry and Karen's channel. That's the Scottish couple in Spain. The influx from that is kind of subsiding somewhat, and things are quietening down. And along with that, fewer PayPal donations. But I do want to take a minute to thank Brendan again, because that guy just won't stop. And I know he's joking when he says this, folks. Don't take him at his word here. But okay, Bella, I will put a link to. There is a link to the interview already in the description to this video. You have to scroll down a bit into the Friends of the Channel section. About about 2/3 of the way down the description. You have to click more info a few times. But yeah, for anyone who's come late to the party, I was interviewed by another channel. It brought me a lot of attention, which then brought other people in who've in turn given me more attention, and it brought an influx of donations. 3 people in 1 week offering to buy me a new tent. Incredible. But that's, now that everyone sees me in a new tent, the people walking past here just think I'm a camper. They don't get the backstory. I don't look as impoverished as I did when I had a broken down tent, with rips in the fabric and a tarpaulin over the roof where the roof was split end to end. We've lost all of that. What do you call it? I haven't got the vocabulary, folks, for once. Pathos, I guess. I'm sure there are better words. But yeah, we've lost that sympathy or empathy as people see the guy struggling, battling in a broken down old tent. And in turn, online, things have quietened. But my mate Brendan there, he carried on. He sent an amount that I would say, that ain't cheap. And the label that he sent with the donation, he's joking, so don't take this wrong, because I'm going to have a word with you all in a minute. I need to seriously word some of you. But he says, for booze, smokes, treats for Tina, don't waste it on crap. I like his sense of humour. Buy booze, cigarettes and treats for the dog, don't waste it. But while I'm on the topic, I released a video yesterday, which is a clip taken during the... Good afternoon, Tom. The video I released yesterday was a clip taken from last Sunday's TrampCast. And I've got the can of beer and, I do a cheers and what have you. And lose 3 subscribers instantly. Guys, if you're massively puritanical, I'm probably not the stream for you. I'm probably not the YouTube channel for you. I'm a tramp. I live in a field. Life is hard. I like to relax with a beer when I can afford it, or a wine. People will sometimes ring it. Got a visit this week. We'll get to this as well. I had a visit this week. A couple of guys arrived. Can only remember the name of one of them. 2 Scottish chaps. One of them was called Sandy. In my head, I've got Dave as the other guy, but I apologise, other guy. The one that's not Alexander stroke Sandy. I can't remember. I'm terrible for faces and names. I apologise. But they brought a couple of cans of beer. Because it's a thing that people do. So I like a beer. I will have a beer when I've got the money for a beer. If me drinking a beer or a glass of wine offends you, I can't help you. Cheers to everyone who sent money. Cheers to Brendan for his donation and for the witty "don't waste it" comment. And cheers to you guys, the subscribers and the viewers. In particular, cheers to the people that actually hit the thumbs up. Half of you guys that are here now didn't. What's wrong with you? Okay, folks. Did I just spit or did that drop from my moustache? Can't take me anywhere, folks. You cannot take me anywhere. I'll embarrass myself even in a field. I don't know. Okay. So, apart from Brendan's financial donations, other contributions this week. Mark's been to the camp, I think this is his 4th visit. And this time he came bearing gifts. He brought me a nice quilt, which I'm using on an evening. When I sit in this chair and the sun goes down, very quickly gets a little bit cool in here. There are massive vents at either end of the tent and a big vent above the door, and there's no real mechanism to close them off. It's a summer tent, I think, but I undo a couple of strings outside and those flaps fall, and are we back? I just got disconnected. I'm going to assume we're okay because we always have been in the past. I was just saying, I need to build something. I've got a cardboard box, so I'm going to cut out a cardboard flap and put it over this this vent. But when I sit here on an evening and the sun goes down, it can quite quickly become cool in here. So I put a little jacket on that Karen's husband gave me the other week. And then I've now got a quilt from Mark, which I now sit here and use. Saves me bringing 4 blankets off the bed, putting them here, then having to take them back later. Because what I was finding was in between times, if I brought the blankets off the bed and left the main quilt, my main duvet on the bed, when I went in at night, the cool air, the damp had kind of come out of the cool air, and the bed would be a little bit damp. Yeah. So by being able now to leave the blankets on the bed with the picnic blanket over the top, waterproof cover face up, and just bring this extra quilt, this extra duvet out. Duvet is like a comforter for anyone from the US. I think that's the nearest equivalent you've got. A padded blanket, stitched. You'll have to look it up yourself if you're not familiar with the words duvet or quilt. Can't help you. Separated by a common language, folks. I do my best to translate between the different versions of English, and also the different metric and imperial measurement systems. I try to accommodate you all. But yeah, Mark came on Monday and brought me the quilt. And as I've already mentioned, my two new Scottish friends came one day this week and brought beer, crisps and biscuits. That's a success, isn't it? I think that was Thursday. I have to go from memory a little bit. Like I said, guys, it's been a really quiet week until today. All been a little bit... Anticlimax is the wrong word. I need a better word. But it's just been a chill down. It's just a back to normal quiet week. That's how I like to look at it and think of it. Until today. Just a quick straw poll. How many of you have seen the video from earlier today? 13 of you here now. How many of you have seen the bacon video from this morning? And it's not a cookery video. My friend Tom has seen it. I know Bella has. I don't even know who else is here. A lot of you are in lurker mode, aren't you? A lot of you haven't said hello yet and identified yourselves. Step into the light. Step forward. I don't bite. Unless you ask me nicely. I don't know why I said axe. I don't know where that came from. So that's 4 of you. 4 out of 12. The rest of you are lurking. That's okay. I lurk myself in a lot of... Hello there, Sevi. Hello, Sevi. Okay. So today was quite the day. But shall we... I think that was it for the thank you. Well, there's always Karen. But she's kind of wanting me to shut up and not keep hacking on at her. But thank you, Karen, for everything. She contacted me the other day, folks. I'm going to spill the beans here, Karen. So Karen went home recently, and she's back already. The visit before last, she brought her mum, and her mum got ill, and then Karen got ill, and it kind of ruined the holiday. So the last time she was here, she came out with her family, her husband and daughter. But now she brought her mum back out because her mum didn't get a proper holiday. So she's doing her duty by her parents and giving her mum a holiday. But she contacted me. She says, "I'm in the not a supermarket. I'm in a department store now. What do you need for cooking? What do you need?" And I'm like, what are you doing, woman? You know, like Yorkshire pudding tins or a cake tin or a whisk. These are the things that I kind of had. I think I had them in a list somewhere. You know, and Karen's come back, and I haven't got them yet. She's only just got back here, but thank you, Karen. Everybody say thank you, Karen, on my behalf, please. I'm gonna do the Diamond Lane, Bonnie, Scotland. Are you in a motorhome now? Are you permanent? Is it a van life thing? That's interesting if it is. You maybe could share some experiences of solar and whether to go Jackery, Bluetti or EcoFlow. I'm gonna do a supercut one. I'm gonna clip all these parts where I'm harping on about solar. I'm gonna put into one video and try and convince these 3 companies to let me review a unit or 2, preferably with a $900 electric fridge. The EcoFlow Glacier is my leading contender. Bluetti, you're gonna have to start competing. Contact me if you've got one for me to check out. Jackery, to be honest, guys, I feel like you've been left behind. Unless you've got something new out there, Jackery, that you want to let me know about, and I'm prepared to do the unboxing and the whole review thing. We'll do the short-term review after a week and a longer-term one. EcoFlow, always fastest charge. Yeah, you know, this is my. I think they're the leaders in the market for the charge rate. So the EcoFlow, we're singing your praises, my friends. If you want to just let us have a review unit or 2, I'm here for you. If they've got a YouTube channel, I'm gonna give them an @ in the descriptions from now on. List them as a friend of the channel. See whether I can't persuade them. Okay, folks, that's enough of the grift. Let's move on. Let's move on. That was the thank yous, including my friend Karen. Join me on Sundays for TrampCast. It's the weekly look at the successes, the failures, the happenings in my life as a tramp, a homeless guy, a hobo, living in Torrevieja in Spain. It's at 5 o'clock Spanish time, Central European time. It's at 4 p.m. GMT, UK time. And 10 a.m. US Central time. Love to see you there, folks. Okay. Delta Mike, out.